Good evening, race fans. Welcome to another exciting evening of racing at Phoenix Speedway this evening. It is 4:29 Eastern Time. We're going to see who pulls off the win here today, with Aaron Vogt pulling off last weekend's win at USA Speedway. Does he have it in him to pull it off again today, or will the competition catch up to him? This event today should be an exciting one. Another short track, 3/4 of a mile, 50 laps. It should be action-packed. Give us a minute as we get ready to go underway here. Bring you to the track. We're picking up at the tail end of qualifying. Got about 49 seconds left to go. Hoping this is going to be... We don't want too many cautions, but we want enough to keep everybody engaged. 50 laps. It tends to go pretty quick when you're out there on the track. We're going to see what happens. About 25 seconds to go. Watching the practice, it was a little mixed between competitors. Seemed that our top two fastest drivers were Josh in the 83, second place, and first place to Aaron Vogt in practice. Both of them had the best lap times out of everybody. AI, it was pretty good. I believe it was somewhere around roughly 28 seconds per lap. So 3/4 of a mile in 28 seconds. That's pretty quick. The hang up with this track is shape. It's shaped it's shaped really funny, but it the turns will get you every time. This is another track much like the one we had before, where you can't give it too much coming out of the turns, or you're going to lose that rear end real quick. But at the same time, you can't be scared to give it a little bit of throttle as you're coming out. That's pretty much the best result when it comes to that. It's finding that sweet spot. Once you find that sweet spot, and it's pretty much like that with all turns. There's a dog leg shortly after the finish line. The dog leg, you definitely don't want to be coming through there full speed, but you can give it a little throttle. You just don't want to give it too much. So wait here. We're starting green. Lap 150. See who pulls this thing off. Let's see here, we got 83 is playing it safe with that 13 car. And another thing is, most of these turns, all throughout, you're gonna at least be 2 wide, if not 3 wide. It's real easy to do. Everybody's having to, as they're hitting those turns, they're having to hit the brakes, slow down a good bit, because you want to use the straight stretches. You want to use that with as much throttle as you can to try to get that edge on the rest of the competition. But when it comes to them turns, you want to slow down real quick, probably three seconds or so before you get into that turn real good. You want to start hitting them brakes, and you'll notice these guys doing that about right in there. You almost get kind of a slide effect sometimes too if you step them, stomp on them too hard. Let's see. There is Aaron Vogt in the number 22. He is keeping it tight in the turns. And at number 4, going at it. I think they had a little bit of touch and go there for a second. He is in 5th place, with Josh trailing behind in the 83 in 6th. I kind of expected this to be a tight race, and it's definitely looking like that. You're going to get that accordion effect every time the turns come up, I don't care what position you're in, you have to make the best of those turns. And if you play your cards right, you can jump out in front of the competition. And it's all got to do with the timing of how soon you hit your brakes or how late you hit your brakes. Had a little bit of contact back there with the 83 car. A little bit off the track. That's going to drop him down to 8th position. He's going to have to catch up on that. But it really, back to what I was saying, it all boils down to the timing. If you're too late hitting them brakes and you come into that turn too hot, you're going to slam right into the wall. Same time, if you brake too soon, you could oversteer and wind up in the green, cutting across the path, and then be hit with a penalty. 22 is gaining on that 8 car. They are battling it out for that pole position. Let's take you in the cab for a brief second. Let you hear some of the sounds as we ride along with Aaron Vogt in the 22. And he has taken first position. You can hear it in the throttle. Backing off there. Easing through it. And power through. Back to full throttle. This turn right here will get you. This one, you don't brake quick enough, you definitely will eat that wall. Seen it happen quite a few times during the practice. Some of these guys were trying to come in there full throttle, and they ate it up. Let's take you back to the action outside the car now. 22 holding down that pole position. He pulled off the win last weekend at USA. He felt confident going into the race. And, the lap times in practice and qualifying showed that. He was also pole position for the qualifier too. But that race, he absolutely crushed it. He was, I believe he almost double lapped cars. He was definitely taking advantage of the field strength out there. He was killing it. May do it again today. It looks like he's got a good stretch between him and the rest of the pack. See where the 83 is. He is back in 9th position, battling it out there. Gonna hug the outside. Power through. Take you for a look into his cockpit real quick. Cruising it through that same stretch. Easing off. Gaining on that 12 car. This right here is where it can get easy to make up the time to pass someone. But like I said, you got to play your cards right. You also got to kind of anticipate what the other drivers are doing too, because you don't know when they're going to brake and when they're going to put the pedal to the floor. So you got to kind of anticipate that. See them getting too close, you're going to have to brake harder. Easily lose control of the car if you're not careful. We are on 11 of 50 laps for our 6th race of the season with Palmetto Racing League. Into it tight there. Let's go back to the 22 and see how he's doing. Still holding down that pole position and well ahead of the crowd. We coming through that turn there, you couldn't even see the rest of the cars behind him. Running a 28-second lap again. This dude has been consistent through practice, through qualifying. He's really holding that spot. He's good at it. He is definitely holding it. Everybody else looks to be running, definitely not running 28-second laps, I can tell you that. Looks like they're possibly in the 30s. So he's running a constant 2-second lead ahead of everybody else. 2 seconds don't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about race, 2 seconds can add up real quick. Let's go back to the 83. Still in that 8th position. This has been a good looking race so far. Definitely definitely a lot of competition out there on the field as we enter into the 15th lap of the race out of 50. Honestly, I'm real shocked there's no cautions yet. This is that accordion effect tends to get people. Well, it got a little loose on the rear end of the 83 car there. Number 9 is fighting to get back in that thing. He wants that position back. 83 has moved up to 5th place. Number 22, Aaron Vogt, still in the lead. He is carrying this thing away. Just lapped the Toyota car. Man, when you put something together like that, fast lap times, 28-second laps, it is real easy. Or he makes it look easy anyway, carrying that lead as well as he does. He's just gliding through the turns effortlessly. He's really been formulating a plan on these tracks, and I spoke with him yesterday, as a matter of fact, before the race, and we were talking about time and having time. And honestly, time is one of those things that I don't think anybody will ever have enough of. But the thing about being on these tracks and running these races, it takes lots of practice. You don't just get good, wake up one morning and decide you're the best thing on the track. That's not how it works. But with the time allotted, most of these guys don't get, extra practice laps. They look forward to that 1 hour of practice before the race starts, and that's all they really have to work with. If they get any time on the track outside of practice or qualifying or even the races, it's usually a session by themselves with no other cars, and it's really hard to gauge anything off of that, because anybody can get on a track with nobody on it and get out there and keep it between the lines. When you start adding other cars into the mix and you got to anticipate these drivers, it becomes a lot more difficult. It's not as easy as it looks. We're on lap 20 of 50 with number 22, Aaron Vogt, still holding that pole position. He's coming up on some more cars he's about to lap. As long as he can keep it clean, he's still holding that pole position down. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to shut him down this race. He seems to be pulling away with the victory real quick. And just gliding through it. Getting some different views here. Shake that camera a little bit. This guy just getting it. Your top 10 is Aaron Vogt in the 22. Vecchio in the 3 car, Baker in the 8 car in 3rd position. Josh is now up in 4th position in the 83 car. Lurch in the number 4 car holding down the 5th position. Marsh in the number 9 car holding down the 6th position. 7th is Carrillo in the number 7 car. DeSelms is holding down 8th position. Well, he just dropped to 10. We'll focus on the top 5 for now, because those bottom 5, they seem to be changing rather quickly. Must be a lot going on back there. Let's take a look toward the back of the pack there and see what. Oh yeah, I'm running 4 deep there. Well, that was a nice little pattern through that turn. Tightening up a little bit. This has been a good race so far. Let's go back and check the 83. He is still in 4th position, battling that number 8 car, Baker, for that 3rd spot. Vecchio is now in 2nd with the number 3 car, and Aaron Vogt in the number 22 is still holding down that pole. take you back up front. He's getting ready to lap some more cars. This guy is absolutely killing it. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop him today. He is shredding this track up. Got 5 in a little cluster there. So, see how he comes to the turn. I mean, really, at where he's at, he can kind of just... He's basically controlling the pace of the race right now. Like, he doesn't really... And look, he's still passing cars. He don't have to be out there passing them, lapping those guys, but he's doing it anyway. That's what I'm talking about. When you talk about competition, that's what you want to see right there. You want to see that guy out there giving it his all to the very end, very last lap. We are at the halfway point of the race. So with that being said, we are going to take a minute to shout out our sponsors that help make all this possible. And we will be back shortly in just a few. And we are back from that short commercial break. Just for a brief second here, for all of you viewers out there checking us out, I'm going to put up our social media page with all of our handles on it for a brief second here, and we're going to get you right back to the race action. We have YouTube at PRL 2025, our TikTok channel at Palmetto Racing League 2025, and of course our Facebook page, Palmetto Racing League. You can find us on all 3 of those, and let's get you back to the action. Right, we got 22 laps to go. Aaron is still leading it with that 28-second lap. Lavecchio in the car number 3. He is way back there, it looks like. Let's see how far back. Well, yeah, looks like he's battling a lap car, and we got a caution. Let's pause for a brief second. See if we can take you back to the action and find out exactly what happened. I'm not really sure what happened. I'm under caution though. Let's check it out. Bear with me just a moment. Check the replay here and see what happened. So it appears something went down with the 83 car, and we're going to start the replay here. Let's see, 22 laps to go. Comes through the turn there. Getting close on that bumper. Number 66 car. Oh, spin out. No good. And smack the wall. That is not what you want to see. That's where our caution came from. 22 laps to go. Yikes. Don't look like it's too much damage to the car, though. That is not what you want to have happen in a race. That is for sure. Number 66 car caught that quarter panel back there, and once that car went sideways, that's it. It's hard to come back from that. So hopefully it won't take him too long in the pits there. He'll be back out in the action. Looks like Aaron is going to be pitting in the number 22 as well under caution. Let's see what progresses. This is going to be interesting. Let's take you back out on the track with the pace car. Everybody lining up in single file. 22 laps to go. Just over the halfway point. First caution. That's not bad at all. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought this race would have a lot more cautions at this point already. Halfway through the race and only one. They're doing good. Looks like Aaron Vogt is back out on the track in the number 22. As he catches up to the rest of the pack. And these guys are absolutely killing it today. Let's see as he catches up to the rest there. We should be going green here shortly. Let's check on the number 83. Looks like he's back out on the track as well. We should be, let's get back up to the pace car now. They're should be coming back to double file. Get everybody lined back up and we should be ready to go green again. Get the rest of these 22 laps knocked out. It's been an exciting race this far. Oh, man, the pace car is off. We are back underway. 22 laps to go. Who is going to pull off the victory? Can the number 22 hold on to it? He's had it this whole race so far. Fastest lap time in practice, qualifying, and the race. See here, the 83 is still in position 5. I do believe he got hit with a penalty for passing under caution, so he's eventually going to have to pull off in the pits and serve that penalty for 47 seconds, so they'll wind up disqualifying him. You hate to have that happen. In a 3/4 mile track, 47 seconds. Yep, that's what he's doing now, getting ready to hit the pits. 47 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but 3/4 of a mile, you're talking about a good 2 laps. Being down 2 laps, it's hard to come back from. It's one of them things, though. Sometimes it's not what happens on the track that gets you. It's the stuff that happens rule-wise that'll take you out. Number 22 is still holding on to that first place position. If he wins this will be his 3rd win of the season, and back-to-back wins since last weekend. One at USA and potential win here. There's still 19 laps to go. Anything can happen in 19 laps, but if he takes it, that'll be back-to-back wins. This dude will be on a hot streak. Haven't really seen anybody on the track that, oh, look over up there. Too bad though, they held that together good. Let's take you to the rear suspension, show you that view. Oh, look at that. Look at that force on that tire. Just hitting in turns. It puts a lot of stress and strain on them cars. They go through a lot out there on that track. He's steady, just squeezing by people. I don't know what his formula is, but I tell you what, I like it. He is definitely proven that he is a force on the track. And you figure we're in race 6 of the season out of 13, and looking at where most of these guys were at the beginning of the season, in those first races, the opener at Darlington, he could have easily taken Darlington. He had that little hiccup with Earnhardt Jr. putting him into the wall and tearing his car all to pieces. And unfortunately, that held him back a good bit. But going from that first race until now, man, this guy has really, really brought out the improvement. Like all these guys have. Him in the 22, Josh in the 83. They're picking up the pace is what they're doing. And the more this season goes on, the more exciting things get. Like, it's, we went from trying to fill a track and avoid cautions, because let's see, the race in Atlanta, I think we had 6 cautions, so 6 accidents throughout the race. And if I remember correctly, Atlanta was only a 30-lap race, and in 30 laps we had 6 cautions. It was terrible. So these guys have really come a long way with honing that ability and really just recognizing the competition. There's a lot of competition on that field, and we're hoping within the next coming weeks we're adding more. We've got more drivers that are showing an interest, so we can start phasing out some of these AI cars. And there's only so much that you can do with AI, but given the circumstances, the AI still holds up with given that competition. They're not scared to wreck. They're not scared to spin you out. If they lose a race, it's nothing to them. They don't care. But the more actual people that we get on the track, start phasing out some of these AIs, the more interesting that things are going to get. And this league is rapidly growing. It is it's hitting numbers really well. We went from watching races where 1 or 2 folks showed up and fixing that by filling in the blanks with AI, to now we've got people watching what we're doing here and watching the competition even with the AI and pushing each other, and they want to get into it. 10 to go. We are almost going to wrap this thing up. 22 is still holding down that first position. This guy is unstoppable. He is really killing it this season. He is looking at 3 potential wins for the season, 2 back-to-back. Nine laps to go as we round out towards the end of this race. Top 5 positions. We have Aaron, number 22, in first. Lavecchio in the 3 car in second. Baker in the 8 car in third. Lurch in the number 4 car in 4th position. That's kind of ironic. Carrillo in his lettering is really bad. I believe that's the number 7 car in 5th position. We are down to 8 laps left in this race. This has really been a good race. 83 back there. I believe that penalty, he is all the way back in number 22 spot. That's unfortunate. I know he was hoping for a good race today. That is not the result he was hoping for. He is still rolling with a 28-second lap time. Guy is just absolutely dominating. If he keeps rolling like this throughout the season, looks like he's going to be taking home the trophy. He's adapted to these tracks really well. A couple of minor issues during practice between him and the 83, and they kind of worked together there for a bit to get it sorted out. I think for the most part he got a grip on it. Might be some other attention to detail he's going to have to give after the race, but even with really it's a technical difficulty, he is still, you can't tell it looking at him out here on this track. Like, the guy is just absolutely killing it. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with out there. We got a little close there, but no contact. Oh, brushed up against the wall there. Not enough for a caution though. We got 5 to go. 5 to go, and this is a wrap. It is looking like it's going to be Aaron Vogt in the number 22 taking that first position again. And that is a really big high to come off of. 2 back-to-back wins, 3 for the total season. Talk about having a good season. That's how you want to do it right there. Especially from a rough start in the beginning. Like I said earlier, you go back to that race, the opener at Darlington. There was a lot of issues on the track. Darlington was another race that was plagued with cautions. I don't think it had as many as Atlanta, if my memory serves me right. I want to say Darlington had at least 5 cautions. And Darlington's another one of them tracks that you cannot sleep on. It will bite you in the butt. We are 3 laps to go. 2 to go. I'm sorry, he just crossed the finish line. He is killing it. Still holding that steady 28-second lap time. Let's take you inside the cab. I mean, just look at him. Smooth as butter. Very minimal sliding. He really had this figured out as we are 1 to go. That checkered flag is getting ready to be waving. Man, what a race. What a race. 1 caution out of the whole 50 laps. Ooh, got a little overzealous there, a little bit of touch and go. You can't ask for much better than that. That is a good, clean race. 1 caution at 50 laps, 3/4 of a mile. That doesn't get much better than that, guys. And that is it. That is the checkered flag. Aaron Vogt takes home the win today. Back-to-back wins. Last weekend at USA and now at Phoenix. Let's see if he's going to give us a little bit of show-off time here. You know he is. Come on. Wouldn't you? No, I would. Here we go. Give us them victory donuts. Oh, he went into it hard. That's what I'm talking about. Eat them up. Them tires should be good and warm after those 50 laps. Well, that does it for today's broadcast here at Phoenix. We hope everybody enjoyed the presentation. Don't forget, next weekend, I believe we are at Charlotte. I'm going to double check my schedule so I don't tell you a lie here. I'll give you the times. Yes, next weekend, July 19th, we will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The race is actually going to be occurring live at 8 p.m. Just stay tuned to our Facebook page and all of our other social media channels because that may change, may be subject to change with an 8 p.m. start time. That would push the race being broadcasted live probably around 10 p.m.-ish. We may end up moving that to Sunday morning, broadcasting the race live Sunday morning so that all of you viewers can see it. But that's going to do it for us today. We hope you enjoyed the race and enjoy the rest of your evening. We're going to put our social media channels up one more time for anybody that needs them. Be sure to like us and follow. Subscribe if you haven't already. All of our races get put on YouTube. We do a lot of shorts on TikTok, especially the wrecks. We know people like watching the wrecks. The drivers don't like it as much, and that's a part of the sport, right? And of course, you can also keep up with up-to-date news on our Facebook page. Just search for Palmetto Racing League, and you should see us. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to being with you again next weekend. Stay tuned to the pages for details on the broadcast times. Y'all enjoy.